data and only 5G. And more entertainment with Netflix on Us. And a new Max Mobile subscription included. Starting at $9.99. Subscribe now.
Technology moves the world, and we move technology closer to you. MEC Networks, 30 years of technology distribution.
Education is fast evolving. Are we prepared to guide the next generation? For 28 years, SENCO has been at the forefront of technology. As pioneers, we've empowered schools, teachers, and students with Apple. Trusted by over 100 schools, empowering thousands of students and teachers. Through the SENCO Schools Network, we bring together educators, schools, and cutting-edge technology to create innovative learning experiences and shape the future of education. Be part of our SENCO Schools Network. Together, we create meaningful learning environments with Apple.
Hinasa ang kakayahan sa mundo na kinasanayan.
Cut! Walang impact!
Hinatak ang galing sa spotlight na sa'yo lang.
Again!
Huwag papipigil
Cut!
kahit sarili ang kalaban.
Cut! Kulang pa eh.
Pilit na lagpasan, galing na pinaghirapan.
Just take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Aged in oak barrels for that sweet caramel rum taste.
Great! You've always had it. Take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Drink responsibly.
The night opens up to those who open up to it. The spontaneous, the curious, the unexpected. Open up to your new best memories with Tanduay flavored mixes. Drink responsibly.
Powerhouse Tools, established in 2009 by Hopsui Hardware Company Incorporated, is a trusted provider of high-quality tools and equipment for professionals and enthusiasts alike. With a diverse product catalog, Powerhouse Tools is committed to delivering reliability, durability, and performance at competitive prices.
Your ideal life starts today with Smart Postpaid. Get more data and only 5G. And more entertainment with Netflix on Us. And a new Max Mobile subscription included. Starting at $9.99. Subscribe now.
Technology moves the world. And we move technology closer to you. MEC Networks. 30 years of technology distribution.
Education is fast evolving. Are we prepared to guide the next generation? For 28 years, SENCO has been at the forefront of technology. As pioneers, we've empowered schools, teachers, and students with Apple. Trusted by over 100 schools, empowering thousands of students and teachers. Through the SENCO Schools Network, we bring together educators, schools, and cutting-edge technology to create innovative learning experiences and shape the future of education. Be part of our SENCO Schools Network. Together, we create meaningful learning environments with Apple.
Hinasa ang kakayahan sa mundo na kinasanayan.
Cut! Walang impact!
Hinatak ang galing sa spotlight na sa'yo lang.
Again!
Huwag papipigil
Cut!
kahit sarili
Cut!
ang kalaban.
Cut! Kulang pa eh.
Pilit na lagpasan, galing na pinaghirapan.
Just take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Aged in oak barrels for that sweet caramel rum taste.
Great! You've always had it. Take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Drink responsibly.
The night opens up to those who open up to it. The spontaneous, the curious, the unexpected. Open up to your new best memories with Tanduay flavored mixes. Drink responsibly.
Powerhouse Tools, established in 2009 by Hop-Sui Hardware Company Incorporated, is a trusted provider of high-quality tools and equipment for professionals and enthusiasts alike. With a diverse product catalog, Powerhouse Tools is committed to delivering reliability, durability, and performance at competitive prices.
Your ideal life starts today. With Smart Postpaid, get more data and only 5G. And more entertainment with Netflix on Us. And a new Max Mobile subscription included. Starting at $9.99. Subscribe now.
And this time around, we would like to welcome you to our second game. And it's not exactly All Saints Day, pero mga santo ang magtatagpo para dito sa ating susunod na laban. St. Jude Pet Plus, St. Stephen SCAG. And welcome again, patuloy pa rin ang Fil-Chi Athletic Association 40 Division Elimination Games coming from Tanduay Gym on a Friday night. Benji Santiago, Randolph Leongson. So, eto ang ating team standings. Marami tayong mga nabubuong kwento na unti-unti.
Let's focus first on St. Jude 2-7 already also ran in our playoffs, but kumbaga still fighting for pride and has a chance to upset. Meanwhile, St. Stephen wants that number 2 spot. A win for them will get them at number 2 and put pressure on Xavier Acro City SX Zouche to win that last one against Uno High School. This will be their final game of the elimination. So kumbaga, they need to get this done while also getting help if they want to get that outright semi spot.
Well, just do the best that you can as long as you are the ones who are making the effort. Yan ang totoong storya para rito sa St. Stephen. But who knows what's going to happen next, ano? And of course, dito nga, St. Stephen, medyo after the drawback from, of course, the likes of Washong, and they also lost out to Xavier. Yun lang naman yung dalawang talo nila eh. Well, they have managed to really bounce back big. And taking a look at the PG Flex Linoleum key matchup natin, si Engelberg Cao with his numbers when they went up against Philippine Cheng Kwang and Christian Luwanson when they went up against St. Peter Randolph.
Again, both players all-around performance for their teams, and they will no doubt be the men to watch in this contest. Engelberg Cao and a double threat, Christian Luwanson. What else can we say about this guy? Really, the heart and soul of this St. Stephen's SCAG team. They will be the reasons why they will pull up this win, but only one will get the W in this contest.
All right, we're going to be taking a break. When we come back, the announcement of the starters and, of course, the ball game itself.
Tanduay Gymnasium. There's a Fil-Chi Athletic Association 40s Division between St. Jude Catholic School Pet Plus and St. Stephen High School SCAG. Introducing the starting lineup for St. Jude. Starting at point guard, number 3, Chester Ang. Starting at 2 guard, number 21, Jeff Oy. Starting out forward, number 16, Engelberg Cao. At the other 4 position, number 31, Aldrich Chua. And starting at center, number 4, Jerry Chang. And coaches coach John Sear. And now the starting lineup for St. Stephen High School. Starting at point guard, number 27, Arthur Tiu. Starting at 2 guard, number 17, Taffy Lim. Starting out forward, number 24, Christian Luanzon. That's your...
The starting 5, Mark Chester Ang para sa St. Jude, Jerry Chang, Engelberg Cao, Jeff Oy, and Aldrich Chua. Over at the other side, Jasper Go, Dave Gao, Taffy Lim, Christian Luanzon, and Arthur Tiu for St. Stephen. The Saints go marching in, and we are just about to see them in action. It's pretty interesting here. Ayan. Ano, okay na? Okay na. Sige, sa muna. Bilisan nyo na. Hinihintay ninyo.
Init na yung players to get their game going, but I think they have something about...
May issue pa. Somebody from the bench?
On Mark Chester Ang, I think.
Well, it's not Mark Chester Ang. It's somebody from... Somebody who's sitting on the bench here.
Oh, that's Terence Alibarbar.
Oh, may pwesto yan dito sa Manila. If I'm not mistaken.
Former counselor.
Yes, counselor. Yep. So here we go with the ball game, and finally it has started. St. Stephen with the first possession. Ito rin, no? Ganito na yung sistema nitong mga teams na to. They are aware that they're already in the top 6. It's just a matter of consistency, whether, you know, yung execution ng plays nila. I can remember the last time around, Arthur Tiu, after his double-double performance, he was struggling with his game. Tough mama. Nobody's tough like mama. As we take a look at ito ngayon, isa pa. Si Manchester also did not start like that in the previous game.
And you know, for teams like St. Jude, as I mentioned, no pressure for them. Really just trying to give it their all against a team like St. Stephen na ensured na of making it through the postseason. Kumbaga, all pressure is on the blue shirts.
Here's after two and offline with that three-pointer. Aba. Ano yun? May naririnig ako.
Meron.
Sound effects. Aba, totoo lang. Nakakadalawa na si Manchester.
No, that's Engelbert
that's
Cow.
Engelbert Cow, I'm sorry.
First three-pointer of the game. He's going to be a marked man for St. Jude. You cannot let him get his groove going from the outside.
Shot from the outside there. Taffy Lim. Ganyan din simula ng kanyang game in the previous day, di ba?
Yeah, Taffy Lim hitting the first three of the game for St. Stephen. Medyo early shootout para sa dalawang teams.
Not bad at all, sabihan natin. Well, except for St. Jude, sabihan na out of the running na basically to enter the playoffs.
Hey, but they're still competitive and they're still competing.
Yeah, and that's the most important thing. Try to come up with an upset. And not only that, you got this bragging right down.
Yeah.
Yan din, diba? 7-5 for St. Jude Pet Plus. It's Christian Luanson firing the three, trying to bank it in. Manchester Ang with the rebound. He brings it down himself this time around for St. Jude. Cherry Chang fakes, trying to get closer. Aldrich Chua with the ball right now. Shot clock is going down. 7 seconds to shoot. Aldrich Chua for the three. It's a miss, and Arthur Tew with a quick pass to Christian Luanson for St. Stephen. Cross court, Taffy Lim. Pero tinao na siya that time around. He gets closer. He's able to put up a shot. They got an offensive rebound, and here's an open look to make it look good here. Jasper Go.
The perimeter shooting has been precise for both teams in the early goings of this game. Nice shot from Jasper Go. No one really trying to block him on that jumper.
Jeff Ruiz setting up the play. Aldrich Chua tied at 7 right now. Almost a steal for Christian Luanson. Jeff Uy hesitated. Great separation, but he's going to be called for the charge.
A little bit of a shove, but Taffy Lim selling that greatly. And that was a quick whistle from our referees.
Spalding is the official ball of FCAAI. 7-all is our count. Christian Luanson has yet to make a basket, but he's setting up his teammates. Kumbaga parang, sige kayo muna, mamaya na ako.
Yeah, he will get his licks in this contest.
Off-balance shot right there for Jeff Uy. Couldn't do it. And we go the other way. Changing hands in mid-air. Arthur Tew having a tough time really trying to come up with a basket. The quick pass and the floater for Christian Luanson. Kaliwa pa.
And again, when all else fails for St. Stephen, you know Christian Luanson will be there to save them.
Grabe, swerte naman ni Christian Luanson. Ano? Saints na sila, Christian pa siya.
Napakabanal naman ito.
So God has been good to him. 9-7. Para sa St. Stephen, here he is again. And setting up his teammates. Sharing the glory, ika nga. But that didn't happen here. Basket and then a foul at the other end. Smart Chester ang biglang tinao rito. And so we go into our first Jiangnan timeout. Welcome back. We continue with the action here and trying to come up with a quick point, or quick points rather, was Mark Chesterang. Was off to a good start. Look at that pass. Di nga lang madampot. And we go the other way here as Jerry Chang turns. He's fouled by Taffy Lim. Is going to the line.
Maganda yung habol ni Taffy Lim doon and trying to, in a way, stop Jerry Chang on the fast break, making him earn for his points from the 15-foot line.
Jerry Chang gets the first one. Two of two. And as we take a look, Jerry Chang will be replaced here.
And that's the second three from Taffy Lim for St. Stephen SCAG, allowing them to take this 3-point lead. It's a positive sign for them that Taffy Lim is hitting those outside shots.
One thing is for sure, they're going to be needing it. Actually, kapalitan dito si Taffy Lim, si Patterson Noon,
Yeah.
di ba? Pero Mark Chesterang, sabihan natin, if only he could have been consistent. Pero parang nag-improve na rin eh, as of course their games went along here in the eliminations. And Arthur Tew finally getting a basket here, and that's his first.
And really, that's the point of the FCAI, Benji. Kumbaga, sa simula, medyo nangangalawa ng konti, but you see them get their conditioning back and sumasabay na rin. Nakakamatch na rin lahat. And true enough, ito na nga.
Andre Pares, 3-point shot at the game muna for Mark Chesterang.
Serco unable to get a grip of that basketball on the fast break.
Jeff D in the ball game to replace Arthur Tew para sa St. Stephen. And Kagalingan will be checking in for the first time para sa St. Stephen.
Also, Patterson Ngo coming in for Taffy Lim. Kambal ba yan? Magkamukha eh. The game is the same. They look the same.
Kaya nga sila yung nagpapalitan eh. In a way. Taking a look at this shot. Nope, it didn't happen right there for Raniel C. Michelle Wanson. And then the quick pass and a quick release. And Jefferson T instantly becomes Jefferson 3.
Specialty of the house from Jefferson T. His first three of the game coming from the top of the arc.
St. Stephen enjoying this slight lead that they have. Engelbert Cao kailangan gumana rin sa Engelbert Cao para rito sa St. Jude. Here he gets the pass inside and there's his first bucket.
Yeah,
this second.
Yeah, 4 points now for Engelbert Cao. Would be crucial for them if they want to retain this lead.
Just a little bit short for Jefferson T, but it had a good line.
And you know he has that green light to shoot it from distance.
Lee is going to be called for the contact. Is that a shooting foul? We'll find out. 19-14, St. Stephen by 5. It's another Jiangnan timeout.
Umpisa pa lang ng araw, grind na agad. Grind dito, grind dyan. All day grind. At sa araw-araw na hustle, marami kang may encounter na hassle. Hinga muna, kasama ang Embassy Whiskey. May smooth oaky flavor na smooth ang hagod as you unwind from a long day grind. Chill muna tayo with Embassy Whiskey.
worry. The only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
Split charities for Kenneth Chu, who was fouled earlier. 4-point advantage being enjoyed here. Jeff T once again sa ibabaw ng board tumama. Hindi rin Jeff T, but they managed to get it back. So shot clock continues to go down. It's down to 7 right now for St. Stephen, and an offensive foul against Patterson. No?
Not the way you want that play coming off a timeout. And this is going to be crucial for St. Stephen with Christian Luanzon on the bench. Let's see how they can, in a way, overcome and weather the storm from St. Jude.
There's a steal here, and this will pave the way for it.
Oh!
I thought I was supposed to say easy layup for Jeff T. And then another foul on Patterson. Go.
That's 2 consecutive fouls on them.
Cellboy defensive play of the game. Anong defense doon? Yun, yung supalpal na yun. Could have been a gimme basket, but no, it didn't turn out to be that way.
Hindi daw kasi sanay si Jefferson Tina sa loob eh. Patirayan mo sa labas yan, sigurado yan.
Diba, we were seeing like the Ernst Xavier, even Josephio and Josephio. Fast break.
Yeah.
Titigil yun, titira ng trash yun. Hindi nila-layup yun, di ba? What you're most comfortable with.
And again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Sabi siguro ni Jeff T, ang dalawang ngayon lang ako nagkamali, dami na sinabi. And here he is again. There you go, a better execution right there for St. Stephen.
Unselfish basketball there for Jefferson T, giving it to Patterson Ngo for the fast break conversion.
Kenneth Chu from the outside. Nope. It's Patterson Ngo bringing it down after grabbing the rebound, and then the extra pass. Hagalingan puts it up. He's going to try again, but there's already a foul before he could make the second attempt.
He was seen warding off. Yeah, that's going to be an offensive foul.
Alvin Kagalingan. Instead, giving back the possession para rin sa panig ng St. Jude.
May part frustration din eh. He wanted to complete that fast break, but when he got that offensive board, he pushed it a bit, yung kanyang defender, and was whistled for that foul.
Some new faces.
Oh, so they're going to call it as a loose ball foul.
Oh. Sabagay, he was trying to go for the second attempt, meaning he was trying to also go for the offensive rebound. So hindi pa makakapasok si Charles Tan because Kenneth Chu is the one shooting from the line. Earlier, it was split charities for him. Coach John Sia. Another split charities, but offensive rebound underneath. Kaya pa magawa ng paraan dito? Nope.
No one really helping for St. Jude.
Jeff T falls short with that long distance shot. Aldridge Duo with a basketball. Kenneth Chu, lapas yung pasa.
Eh, mapapahinga na si Kenneth Chu.
Ayun, kapagpahinga na nga.
Yeah, Charles Tan coming in.
Here's Jeff T. With Patterson Ngo.
Hey, he's open.
From the corner, it's short. Nagkagulo-gulo na yung calibration ng kamay ni Jefferson T. Kasi sumubok ng layup.
Nag-assist.
Diba? Wala yung automatic catch and shoot eh, di ba?
Nakaabang lang eh. He'll get this groove going.
For sure naman. And they're expecting him to really deliver come playoffs. As the extra pass right there, couldn't knock it down over Chen. Hindi nakaabot. And that will be it para sa ating first period of action. Anderson has two personal fouls. Aldrich Chua will have to do a big man's job para rin sa panig in St. Jude. It all happened this way, the sharing of the basketball and even that left-handed floater from Christian Luanzon as part of the highlights of this first period that just ended here for this particular ball game. For St. Jude, Engelbert Cow, and of course, those shots. And Jeff D. Well, let's see.
Nakaisa
Come
pa
the
lang.
second quarter.
Technology moves the world. And we move technology closer to you. MEC Networks. 30 years of technology distribution.
Education is fast evolving. Are we prepared to guide the next generation? For 28 years, Senko has been at the forefront of technology. As pioneers, we've empowered schools, teachers, and students with Apple. Trusted by over 100 schools, empowering thousands of students and teachers. Through the Senko Schools Network, we bring together educators, schools, and cutting-edge technology to create innovative learning experiences and shape the future of education. Be part of our Senko Schools Network. Together, we create meaningful learning.
And here we go with the second quarter of action. Quickening the pace here and finishing a fast break para rito sa St. Stephen. And that was Randy Nang.
Pagpasok pa lang ng second quarter, immediate impact for Randy Nang to extend his lead to 7.
Aggressive move to the basket will result in a foul called against Alvin Cagalinga. That will be his second. Si former konsehal.
One of two lang.
St. Stephen enjoying a 6-point lead. Hindi rin nila malayuan, hindi mapagpag, ano? St. Jude. Defensive rebound here, Alvin Cagalingan, and they will set this one up again. And Ace Lee puts it up and in.
Nice passing for St. For St. Stephen on that play. Ace Lee receiving the ball from the free throw line, and that's just money for him.
It's a shot, but unable to finish. Charleston. Patterson, no. Oh, to whom it may concern.
Kinulang ng Pectus. Randy Limos ready to receive that ball on the corner.
Deficit is 8. Alimar Park trying to get closer to the basket. Oops. He's going to be called for the offensive foul. He initiated the contact.
Parang ano lang din yun eh, yung pag sumipa ka habang tumitira. When you initiate the contact, the referees will really call that charging foul on you as much as you're trying to draw that foul.
It's a kick out, an open look for a 3. Couldn't knock it down. And it's St. Jude basketball right now. Inside Charleston, ball taken away from him by Alvin Cagalingan. Patterson no, the shake and bake, the turn, the extra pass, pero They commit a turnover.
Yeah, that's a solid defensive job from Teres Alibarbar. Staying in front of nitong si Patterson Ngo, catching him on the spin, and he just took too much steps before he made that pass. And you know, expect Christian Luanzon to be back on the court for St. Stephen's. Kumbaga, kailangan nila nung stabilizer, especially with not everything happening in their favor here in the second.
It's Teres Alibarbar. Thinking about it to go for the long distance shot. Now he makes a move. Aldrich Chua fires the three. It's short. .722 here in the first half. Arthur Chu has managed to come up with only 2 points.
So this is a big lineup for St. Stephen's on the court with Patterson checking out.
This is like sending out the message to the opponents come playoff time. I would say, this is who we are. Are you ready for us? Manchester Ang will come back into the ball game. Oo nga naman eh. Ganun play, no? If you're wearing a light uniform, your headband should be dark.
I believe it should be the same color all throughout.
Okay. Wala nang palit-palit.
So kung isang teammate mo nakaitim, dapat itim din yung suot mo.
At saka talagang for the longest time here sa FCAI, nakikita naman natin si Manchester Ang meron talaga siya dark na, di ba, headband.
Kumbaga, mas may advantage yung starter.
Yeah.
I think they're also strict when it comes to yung mga undershirts and
yes.
yung cycling shorts.
Sabi nga naka-live stream na tayo. There are certain rules to follow.
Di lang aesthetics yan eh.
Yes. Very patient offense here. 8-second shot clock to work on for St. Stephen. They managed to get an offensive rebound. Here they go, sharing the basketball. Yun nga lang. They have to be on the same page.
I mean, credit for them to share the basketball, but really took time for them to find a shot. And kumbaga, nangitlog sa loob.
Kaya nasabi mo, semblance of order. Christian Luanzon, balikan na ito.
Yan na. The scoring has also stagnated for St. Stephen. Napako sila sa 25 for quite a while now.
And it's Aldrich Chua bringing down the basketball this side for St. Jude. Mark on guarded right now by Christian Luanzon. Engelbert Cow, let's see what he can do here. Fall away. Didn't happen. Christian. Is he gonna go for it? Yes, he did. Can't get it to go down.
Yeah, St. Jude defense daring Christian Luanzon to get this game going from distance. No one even closing out on that three.
This is his game.
Yeah. Kumbaga, hayaan ka namin tumira sa tres, pero no one can stop Christian Luanzon when he barrels his way inside.
Marcon comes up with an air ball, but somehow, let's see here, Miguel D. And somebody will be whistled for a foul here. Yes, it take out. Anyways, 27-17, a 10-point lead para St. Stephen, and we have another Jiangnan timeout. Free throws para sa panig ng St. Jude Lasherie, where beauty meets wellness. Miguel D. There you go. Arthur 2 once again. Ball distribution chores here for St. Stephen. Medyo kakaiba ito ngayon sa play na St. Stephen. Like everybody gets a touch of basketball first.
Yeah, and you know St. Jude sticking with that zone in a way, basically daring St. Stephen to shoot from distance. Looking for St. Jude. Hindi pa ganun ka-precise yung shooting nitong St. Stephen in this first half. We only saw yung early deluge with Taffy Lim hitting that 3, Jefferson T hitting 1 earlier, but wala nang masyadong rasa na mapapasok.
MEC empowering people through technology. Second one going down for Arthur 2. He's got 3 points in the game. Back to another 10-point lead for St. Stephen. Manchester Ang. Catch and shoot 3. Nope. Arthur 2 sees an opening in the middle. Christian Luanson.
Napalas ng konti yung pasa to the right. And you know, turnovers slowly haunting itong St. Stephen in this game.
Here's Engelbert Cow. They need somebody to come up with some great offense here. There's going to be a foul na may tatawag instead. And this is on Dave Cow.
And again, going back to my point, 9 turnovers now in the first half for St. Stephen. Uncharacteristic for them to really throw the ball away that much.
Another whistle. Dave Gow, back-to-back fouls. Engelbert Gow attacks baseline, the no-look pass. Christian Lewanson, a teammate of his, was right there behind him. It's Christian Lewanson up, challenged, and they throw the ball away.
And you see St. Stephen trying their earnest to quicken the pace. They know that there's where they can get their advantage.
Cellboy defensive play of the game right there. Let's be ready, of course. Quick awareness. Here's a 3. Nope. Yun ang nagawa ng paraan na idukot Miguel D.
And nice play there from Miguel D, staying with that play, catching yung rebound out of nowhere and surprising basically the St. Stephen defense.
28-20 para sa St. Stephen. Christian Lewanson, his shot bounced out, getting a lot of offensive rebounds here for St. Stephen.
And really, despite Christian Lewanson still not getting his groove from the perimeter, rebounding has been a big ace for St. Stephen. 29 rebounds now against just 15 for St. Jude.
It was Lawrence Ngo who made a basket for St. Stephen earlier. Engelbert Cow. Arthur 2 throws a long pass. Christian Lewanson. Dinukot sa kabilang bahagi pa. Finishing the fast break, and there's a foul. Arthur 2 knows who to give the basketball to. BYD Valenzuela, fast break of the game. Jiangnan timeout.
Your ideal life starts today. With Smart Postpaid, get more data and only 5G. And more entertainment with Netflix on Us. And a new Max Mobile subscription included. Starting at $9.99. Subscribe now.
Christian Luanzon is at the line to shoot free throws. He's got 5 points, or make that 8 points, I'm sorry. 3 rebounds and 2 assists.
Hindi pa nakakashoot yan mula sa perimeter. All of his points have come by going straight to the basket.
Contigo elevate the game with Contigo Sports. Marchester Ang, and they have been trying and finally hit right there. And a good execution. That was Jeff Uy. Author 2. That one is a miss for Taffy Lim.
He's been trying to hit that 3. He hit that one from the same spot earlier, but failed on that time.
Uy with a miss. Taffy Lim with a rebound. Author 2 throws a long pass. Christian Luanzon, volleyball pass.
Basically tossing it.
Yes. And then a steal here for Arthur 2. Jeff T is back on the floor. Taffy Lim hits the 3.
Second conversion from distance from Taffy Lim. Unselfish basketball from Jefferson T. You know how big of a threat he is, and he gave it to the open man.
Marchester Ang, it was good back in the first period, but right now he has lost his touch. What about Jefferson T going cross-court? Taffy Lim. Arthur 2, back to Taffy Lim. And now they go Christian Luanzon. Yeah, higher percentage. Why not?
And again, you see the pace quickening up St. Stephen's SCAG, injecting energy in the late stages of our second quarter, and now pumupul away na. 18 na kanilang lamang.
Terence Alibalbar with a running shot, banking it in. Jeff T going to Christian Luanzon. There's the setup. Taffy Lim drives the baseline. Jasper Go is fouled.
And this is where St. Stephen is at its dangerous. Passing the ball, quick movements, quick passes, and really just catching the defense off guard. And now a set of free throws will be given to Jasper Go to extend this. Pwedeng magbaliktaran yung score natin.
Jasper Go is averaging 8.6, 5.4 rebounds. And for now, he's got 5 points. Good on both free throws.
And a big run for St. Stephen's SCAG late in the second quarter. Kumbaga, after nila mapako sa 25, bigla nilang nag-open yung floodgates. And this is now a 17-7 run for St. Stephen's SCAG.
Arthur 2 was called for the foul. Jeff Owe, who only has 2 points so far, 2 rebounds. Coach John Sia. Pantak na nga.
Mas sigurado daw yun, sabi ni Jeffrey Owe.
Jeff T to Jasper Go. Arthur 2 thought about it, goes for the floater that goes in. 5 points. Arthur 2. He's already got 9 rebounds, huh? Here he's called for another foul. Only 21.2 seconds remaining.
Marchester Ang has a chance to, in a way, help St. Jude recover for a bit, have final words before the first half ends. Only his first trip from on the line, 5 points to his name.
And I think that's his first basket during the second quarter.
Yeah. Sorry, 6 points now.
Yeah. 21.2 seconds remaining. First half, Jeff T. Isang tres pa lang, Christian Lumonson. Like he even has eyes at the back of his head. Looking on. He's got 4 assists, Now he's going to be going for the shot that he makes. And he's in double figures, just like that. He's got 11.
Bago daw matapos yung ating first half, he's making sure that he's the leading scorer for his team with 11.
Well, it's a great performance that we're seeing. Actually, basic teamwork. And Christian Lumonson, whether he attacks or most probably shares the basketball, at least it's teammates from what we're seeing. Look at that. You got to make the basket. And it's like sending out a message. We need more of these kind of plays, those quick plays that will result in production when we head into the playoffs.
Education is fast evolving. Are we prepared to guide the next generation? For 28 years, Senko has been at the forefront of technology. As pioneers, we've empowered schools, teachers, and students with Apple. Trusted by over 100 schools, empowering thousands of students and teachers. Through the Senko Schools Network, we bring together educators, schools, and cutting-edge technology to create innovative learning experiences and shape the future of education. Be part of our Senko Schools Network. Together, we create meaningful learning environments with Apple.
Hinasa ang kakayahan sa mundo na kinasanayan.
Cut! Walang impact!
Hinatak ang galing sa spotlight na sa'yo lang.
Again!
Huwag papipigil
Cut!
kahit sarili ang kalaban.
Cut! Walang pa eh.
Pilit na lagpasan, galing na pinaghirapan.
Just take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Aged in oak barrels for that sweet caramel rum taste.
Great! You've always had it. Take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Drink responsibly.
The night opens up to those who open up to it. The spontaneous, the curious, the unexpected. Open up to your new best memories with Tanduay flavored mixes. Drink responsibly.
Powerhouse Tools, established in 2009 by Hop-Sui Hardware Company Incorporated, is a trusted provider of high-quality tools and equipment for professionals and enthusiasts alike. With a diverse product catalog, Powerhouse Tools is committed to delivering reliability, durability, and performance at competitive prices.
Your ideal life starts today. With Smart Postpaid, get more data and only 5G. And more entertainment with Netflix on Us. And a new Max Mobile subscription included. Starting at $9.99. Subscribe now.
Technology moves the world. And we move technology closer to you. MEC Networks. 30 years of technology distribution.
Education is...
All part of finishing their elimination assignments here, and St. Stephen's SCAG is enjoying it big. This time leading 46-27 against St. Jude Pet Plus. This is the Lamtex halftime stats.
Yeah, 43% shooting for St. Stephen's SCAG, really helping them build this 19-point lead. Also, 4 3-pointers in this game, 3 of which coming from Taffy Lim. And really, sharing the basketball, 14 assists in this game. So only 5 shots of St. Stephen's SCAG coming off one-on-one plays. And that's really why they are up and closing in on that top 2 spot.
All right, everybody getting ready for the second half of action as we take a look at Christian Luanzon finally managing to get nung halos patapos na yung second quarter. He got himself in double figures with his 11. Taffy Lim, hot shooting from the outside, along with Jasper Go, who's got 8, Arthur 2 and 5, and Jefferson T, dadami pa yan. Mark Ang, yun nga lang ang problema. He only had 2 points in the second quarter after hitting 6. That couple of 3-pointers, Engelbert Cao. There's got to be more from Engelbert Cao, pero he is a marked man for St. Jude, along with Jerry Chang, Miguel D, and Terence Alibarbar. Aldrich Chua has not made any noise yet para rito. And Chef Uy has been struggling with his field goals for St. Jude.
And you expect Engelbert Cao to be more active in this game. Only 4 points and 3 assists against Christian Luanzon, who already has 11, 3 and 4 in our PG Flex key matchup.
So just stand by as we get you all ready for the second half of action. Let's see the progress of these 2 players as we are moving on. Again, dito po sa Tanduay Gym. And of course, the signal to get this game going. Sana yung kaninang mga nagkaproblema dahil sa ulan at heavy traffic, you're all A-okay right now wherever it is that you are. As we head to another brand new weekend.
Final game day of the month of May.
Oo nga, no? Tama. Jefferson T, another 3. Iba na yung ngiti ngayon ni Jefferson T after making that basket.
Sabi sa inyo, madadagdagan yung 3 points si Jefferson T.
Yes.
And he's not doing it from his favorite spot, which is the corner.
How about that outside shot? And ito rin, kailangan maibalik din yung mga shooting para sa St. Jude.
That's Christopher Yu.
Christopher Yu. Four assists in the first half, but he goes for his shot here. Didn't go down. The turnaround from baseline for Christian Luanzon.
Medyo maalat pa rin from the perimeter si Christian Luanzon.
Siguro iniisip ni Christian Luanzon, ngayon na ako alatin. Huwag lang sa playoffs. Oh, how do you like that? Christopher Yu, back-to-back 3-pointers.
Yeah, all 6 of his points coming in this third quarter. Fairly silent for St. Jude in that first half, but narinig siguro yung sinasabi natin kailangan ng tulong ng St. Jude.
Jasper Go with the Jeff Day.
I told you, specialty of the house. Jefferson T turning into Jefferson 3 with his third 3 of the game.
And very early here in the third quarter, basically making up for all of those misses back in the first half for him. There's another guy who has been putting up long distance. Not finding the hole. He checked that time. The follow is still short. Ayun, oh my goodness. That was a gimme basket. Nevertheless, the effort to still keep the ball on their side of the court sooner or later.
Yeah,
Randolph.
when you work hard for it, you will get rewarded. And true enough, Oliver Cheng getting that on the third try.
Patterson Go, sarado ang pintuan. They go Jasper Go, his shot challenged by Aldrich Chu and Mark Chester Ang, and Oliver Cheng is going to be jumping laban dito kay Christian Luanson. Hindi nga pala tayo.
Possession arrow.
Yeah.
Will favor St. Jude. Again, great effort from Oliver Cheng to start this third quarter.
Tough mama. Nobody's tough like mama. Nagiging alisto na yung alalay mo rito, Randolph.
Christopher Yu shooting 2 of 4 from deep. It seems like he's got the green light. However, this guy, there's no stopping Christian Luanzon. 13 points in this game.
Yun daw talaga yung Pinoy step eh. Yung ganun klase, yung galaw. Spalding, the official ball of FCAAI. Marchester Ang, Aldrich Chua. Not able to make a basket that time. Here comes the offense. Christian Luanzon. Taffy Lim. Nope.
He's got options.
Tsaka yung mga shooters, alam din nila, no? Nag-aabang sila, pumipwesto sila eh.
Really giving Christian Luanzon a lot of options when he goes inside. Oh, and a big block.
Marchester Ang is fouled underneath.
But this is the pace of St. Stephen's. This is a dangerous territory for St. Jude. Yes, they were able to, kumbaga, nakakasabay dun sa three-point shooting, but Christian Luanzon is just too dangerous when it comes to the open court, and he can find those teammates, the open shots, or if he's not going to be the one attacking to the basket.
Siu. Oh! Good save though, Aldrich Chua. Marchester Ang with a three!
And what about that third conversion from distance for St. Jude in this third quarter, giving them a little bit of a lifeline as they make this rally.
Jasper Gaw, the long two, didn't work out. And here's St. Jude again, down by 16 for the moment. Long distance shot falling short. Good save, Christian Luanzon.
Hey.
Taffy Lim. There's going to be a foul on Aldrich Chua.
Wala na nagawa si Aldrich Chua doon. Just basically held Christian Luanzon down to the ground, not giving him a chance to even elevate once he got the basketball. And the ball will stay with St. Stephen's.
He's doing his own computing. Grabe yun, dalawang outside shoot. Mamimili ka na lang. Ako na nga lang, sabi ni Christian Luanzon. Ako na lang.
Finally getting through from distance is Christian Luanzon. First three-pointer of the game for him. I believe he already now has 16.
Let's drive to the basket. Can't find a hole. And here comes St. Stephen. Jefferson T. Christian Luanzon. He goes for another three. Can't do it back-to-back though.
Nilayuan kasi agad.
Forced to take that shot, almost going in. Jefferson T, the fake. Taffy Lim. There you go.
Fourth three of the game for Taffy Lim. And he continues to stroke it from distance.
Ipakagante with their own three-pointer, finding the St. Jude, but managing to get an offensive rebound. Marchester Ang, short.
And you know, that's really the tendency. If you see your opponent shooting the lights out, matatakam ka rin na sumabay. And right now, that is backfiring for St. Jude Pet Plus.
Platoon substitution of St. Jude. Hungry Pares, three-point shot of the game. From one three-point specialist to another. From Jeff T to Taffy Lim.
And we're really talking about building confidence heading to the playoffs. This is a promising game for St. Stephen's to end their eliminations, to see their gunslingers fire in all cylinders.
Chef T going to Taffy Lim. An open look for another three. Then drop. Terence Alibarbar going all the way, and there's going to be a foul called here against St. Stephen against Aisley. Free throws.
And you know, really quality minutes for Terence Alibarbar off the bench for St. Jude. As we just mentioned, he has not really missed, well, he's only converted one shot in the field goal in the first half, but he really providing quality minutes for his team.
Inside 4 minutes of the third quarter. Aisley, nice pass inside. Alvin Kagalingan gets blocked from behind, but there's contact. Yung sinasabi nila, when you go for the block, huwag mo nang ipilit ibaba.
Huwag mo na ipayong.
Diba? Kasi pinipilit mo
Straight
pa
up
ibaba.
lang.
Straight up lang, yeah.
And Alvin Kagalingan has a chance na ipakita yung kanyang kagalingan sa free throw naman.
Okay, believe ka na.
But he's really a stable guy inside, really adding that heft down low.
Managed to get an offensive rebound, and here's an open look for a long distance shot. Another offensive rebound. And finally, a basket right there. That was Lawrence Ngo.
And ito na nga, kumakawala na ang St. Stephen SCAG, 63-39. Really thanks to their outside shooting and their fast-paced game.
All tapped out. 3:07 to play.
Nagko-compute pa ako. 24-point lead.
Okay, matagal ko nang inaamin. Mahina ako sa math, kaya ako nag-artista. Engelbert Cow with a miss.
He's been misfiring in this game. Really kind of the missing piece for St. Jude.
Diba, only 4 points?
And you can't really fault Engelbert Cow. He's trying his best, but when you got Christian Luanzon fronting you every chance you get, it's just a tough day at the office.
Wonder if you'll have a chance to see his kid actually. Nandito si Aidan Cow. Always express it every time Engelbert Cow play. There you go.
Only 6 points in this game for Engelbert Cow. We need to see more of that for St. Jude Pet Plus.
Aisley from inside the key.
He really likes that 15-foot jumper. That's the second time that he's converted it.
Nagkakasunod-sunod para rito sa panig ng St. Stephen. St. Jude has got to be aware.
Yun yung literal na knockout play. Unaware yung tatlong players ng St. Jude that Randy Nang was there to get the steal.
Second serving, still nothing there. Engelbert Cow ends up in the basket. Mo spins in the paint, sharing it to Kenneth, who just couldn't drop the shot yet. Oh, too many missed opportunities there.
Yeah, there were a lot of chances for St. Jude, but they get the steal there.
And a hard fall. Let's see. Jefferson T colliding with Terence Alibarbar at the time. Let's see, this is how it happened. Actually, that's Kenneth Chu.
Yeah, they basically tripped on his way down.
He seems to be okay naman.
Yeah, that's the most important thing.
I don't know kung papasok na ng playoffs, ano? Gusto naman natin makita yung mga players healthy.
Yeah, everyone in.
Yeah.
They think of health and another steal.
Jefferson T goes for another three.
That's the fourth three-pointer for Jefferson T. Tinatanong mo ba kung okay? Okay na okay,
More
Jefferson
than
T.
okay.
But really, credit that on Randy ng second steal na nanakaw niya sa St. Jude.
Hey, Gilbert Cow able to squeeze himself in to make that basket.
Unti-unti na nag-iinit si Engelbert Cow, but they have to continue feeding him heading to the fourth.
Jeff Wood grabbing that rebound. Engelbert Cow, for a moment, he had the basketball, lost it.
He was unprepared for that fast break pass.
Sleeve with a quick turn. Terrence Alibarbal against Jefferson T. Puts it up and in. 17 seconds to play here in the third. Jefferson T, 4 3-pointers. He's taking his time, going to Ace Lee. Jefferson T, may habol pa ba yung tres? Short that time. Well, all part of the preparations. Of course, they are in for a real tough battle. Pagdating ng ating playoffs dito, top 6 teams lang ang kukunin. And Jefferson T and the rest of the gang, including Christian Luanson, along with Arthur too, they better be more than ready to face any of those opponents na kanilang makakaharap when we get into the playoffs nga.
Education is fast evolving. Are we prepared to guide the next generation? For 28 years, Senko has been at the forefront of technology. As pioneers, we've empowered schools, teachers, and students with Apple. Trusted by over 100 schools, empowering thousands of students and teachers. Through the Senko Schools Network, we bring together educators, schools, and cutting-edge technology to create innovative learning experiences and shape the future of education. Be part of our Senko Schools Network. Together, we create meaningful learning environments with Apple.
Hinasa ang kakayahan sa mundo na kinasanayan.
Cut! Walang impact!
Hinatak ang galing sa spotlight na sa'yo lang.
Again!
Huwag papipigil
Cut!
kahit sarili ang kalaban.
Cut! Kulang pa eh.
Pilit na lagpasan, galing na pinaghirapan.
Just take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Aged in oak barrels for that sweet caramel rum taste.
Great! You've always had it. Take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Drink responsibly.
Here we go. This is the final quarter. This is 72-45 in favor of St. Stephen. Radial Nang hitting a three. He has been trying since the third period. Look at this, 26-18 in the third quarter, favoring it to St. Stephen.
And really a deluge of three-pointers for St. Stephen. 5 of 13 in that period alone to go with 9 three-pointers. Randy Lang making their 10th conversion from distance.
Most times talaga, this is the best weapon that you can have against your opponent, to shoot the three. Patterson, no!
He joins the three-point party for St. Stephen's SCAG at this point. Sino ba bang hindi nakakatres para sa blue shirts?
Sabi nga natin, this is like sending out a message to the opponents. Be ready for St. Stephen. Well, they proved naman that they're really one of those tough teams. It's really going to be seeing action. And Manchester maybe just trying to get himself pleased with better stats.
Yes. Also, this is going to be their last game in the eliminations. Staying at 2-7. So, kumbaga, medyo alam na natin yung magiging resulta, but iba pa rin to really cap off your campaign with a good performance at least.
Champion knocking down, Chris Yu rather, knocking down another three-pointer for himself.
Yeah, third conversion for Christopher Yu, all coming in the second half.
Ready now! Umuulan ng tres.
12th three-pointer in this game for St. Stephen's SCAG.
Bawal bandos talaga.
Kung pumapasok nga naman eh.
Parang wala nang gusto tumira ng two-pointer. It's the steal. Oh, Manchester Ang. Is he going to go for a three? Not a long two. Why not? Another chance, opportunity here, and there's going to be a foul first called against St. Stephen. MEC, empowering people through technology. Nahulog na, nahulog.
Oh, steal. Third steal now for Randy now. Ay!
He missed a layup.
Dapat pala talaga tinrest niya.
Yeah, nga. I also saw something like that in the first game. Sabi nga natin, the likes of Joseph Go during a fast break, they will shoot that way. That one did go down. So we had a chance to see kung paano kanina nanalo ang Grace Goodfellow Pharma and what to expect when they enter the playoffs.
Really putting them in a better positioning for our playoffs as they go up at 6-3 in the standings with one more game left in their schedule.
Samantala ito naman St. Stephen, they're just hoping na sabi nga yung Uno might be able to upset itong Xavier.
Yeah.
Acro City Zoos. La Cherie, where beauty meets wellness. We're trying to build up on the story. Of course, those are the next games that you're going to be seeing pretty soon. These are really going to be challenging games. And inaasahan namin na sasamahan nyo kami. Of course, yung live stream coverage. So many platforms wherein you can enjoy and watch the games for yourselves. See the shot clock going down, 10 seconds. And another hit. Randy na, kabilaan na yung kanyang three-pointers here in this ball game.
I believe that's his third conversion from downtown here in the fourth. It's all about putting the exclamation point in this impending win.
That worked out. It's one for St. Jude. Rainiel C. Cantigo elevate the game with Cantigo Sports. Completion of a fast break right there for Miguel D. See inside. Nope, didn't happen right there.
Miguel D just getting some reps for St. Jude. He's had his moments.
You did it. Kumbaga, if they need some extra help, these guys, na kumbaga, gusto mong tumaas ang kumpiyansa, that you may be able to make use of them.
But sometimes it really boils down to consistency. Kasi alam mo na yung may expect mo dun sa top guys mo eh.
Anything extra, anything to have an edge, yeah, that's really going to be something else.
in the same light, St. Stephen, as great as Christian Luanzon is, as Christopher Yu hits his, I believe, his 4th three-pointer of this game. But to my point, Luanzon has been the leader, but ang daming contributions all around it. Taffy Lim, Jefferson T, even Randy Nung had his moments here in the 4th. Pag pinagsama-sama mo yan lahat, it really leads to great returns for your team.
It's turning out to be a shooting practice here, actually, between these two teams.
Nakakadalawa na rin sa 3 si Patterson ko.
Pero talaga ito sabi nga natin, it's very useful. It instantly changed the complexion of the game, as we get to mention a lot of times ang Hungry Pares 3-point shot of the game because of those raining 3-pointers here inside Tanduay Gym. 3.5 to play. So let's continue with 3:36 remaining in the game. Summit's the official drinking water of FCAAI.
And again, to our point, Benji, this may be the end of the road for St. Jude, but this will be a great motivation for them looking ahead to the next season.
Yes.
Sabi nga natin, yung mga hindi nakalaro for the season who played for St. Jude Catholic School, maybe napanood nila to na parang, ay, gusto ko sumali, paano magiging parte na team?
sure.
That's gonna be another, kumbaga, dagdag tulong. It's because we're seeing players na, kumbaga, pwede mo na foundational pieces to. This one, Marchester Ang has been solid for them. Engelbert Cow has been stellar all season long here in the FCAI. So, if you can add 1, 2, or more pieces, it's still gonna be a big help for them. And mas maganda yung bawi, kumbaga, nitong Green Knights.
Time down to 3 minutes. An air ball for Kenneth Chu. Patterson go. Taffy Lim lets it fly. Aisley could not grab the basketball, trying to get that offensive rebound. Terence Alibarbar. Manchester out. Shot clock going down. Be fouled, bailed out.
Yeah, bailout call for the referee, Taffy Lim. Clip Alibarbar's arm. So that's going to be 3 free throws, right?
Yes. Bigyan natin, nagpapaulan na ng 3 eh. Parang meron pa bang ibang tira in the last couple of minutes? Wala na iba yata, puro 3 eh.
Oh, they only gave 2. They were stepping.
Yeah. Aisley. He gets fouled.
And you have to love the intensity and this waning moments of our 4th. Regardless of the score, they are still playing hard defense.
Patterson go. Dead drop. Manchester Ang. Terence Alibarbar back to Manchester Ang for the 3. Nope, TCL last 2 minutes na tayo. In this battle between the two St. teams, St. Jude, St. Stephen.
Pero isa lang ang pagpapalain.
Taking a look at Patterson Go, who's going to be shooting 2 free throws. 2. Manchester Ang will be given a rest. And he's got to be, sabi mo nga, mga foundational players. People that they could rely on in their next campaign. Taffy Lim.
First basket ni Taffy Lim inside the arc. It's been that kind of a game. Not just for Taffy Lim, but really for St. Stephen.
What a downer.
Reklamo ka pa?
Stop and pop move. Didn't work out for Kenneth Chu, and let's see here. Taffy Lim. He's gonna go for the 3. Can make it. Less than a minute to play here in this ball game. By the way, for some of the other teams, sabi nga natin, might have lost their chances to enter or to move into the next round. Well, kumbaga, we appreciated what you have done here. You know, sabi nga natin, and it's not only that, we've discovered, you know, some of the players, the way they really are into basketball.
And again, it's just the inaugural season of the Fil-Chi Athletic Association Incorporated. So, kumbaga lahat to nagsimula pa lang. You know, so now, it's a matter of rekindling connections, rekindling rivalries, and really rekindling your glory days, representing your alma mater. And also, it's not just school pride, but also yung healthy lifestyle.
That's
ibabalik natin yung conditioning nitong mga kuya na natin.
They're almost believing that 40 is the new 20.
Yeah, it really looks like it with how some of these players have performed, especially with Randy Nang hitting another 3. He's Mr. Fourth Quarter for St. Stephen's.
Last 20 seconds of the game here. Let's take a look at Taffy Lim, and St. Jude might have the final say here in this ball game. Oh! But they muffed that chance. And I don't believe they're going to be making any attempts here para sa panig ng St. Stephen. And it's all done and over with. St. Stephen might have won this ball game. Because they're also expecting that they might still have that chance to land the number 2 spot, or they would have an automatic semis berth. This fourth quarter, it really rained 3-pointers. Everybody wants to give themselves a chance to hit those long-distance shots. A lot of them really made it. And that's how it is. That's how they have vastly improved on their skills and sharpened them, really. And we were witness to all of those. 94-65, St. Stephen's SCAG with another win.
Again, a dominant victory for St. Stephen's SCAG. The man who really kick-started everything. Hindi pa makashoot sa tres na simula. But Christian Luanzon sharing the basketball and really igniting the pull away in this game for his team. 16 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. But really, I think he's sharing the glory with Randy Nang, who has been the Mr. Fourth Quarter also. Randy Nang, 16 points, 4 of 10 from deep. Equally deserving of our Triangle Best Players of the Game nod. And a victory for St. Stephen's SCAG.
Pwede naman nila pagatian yung 4 na gulong, tigalawasin.
Pang-bike yun eh.
Look at this, it's how it ended. This 42% clip for St. Stephen SCAG, limiting ito nga St. Jude Pet Plus to only 29%. And of course, the hot shooting, 15 of 39 for St. Stephen, 8 of 33 para rito sa St. Jude. And of course, assists. Those departments, they won them. The most important thing, they won the ball game. And we return with more action for all of you. But first, we got to finish this up. Ang ating PG Flex Linoleum Key matchup, 8-1-3 for Engelberg Cow for St. Jude. Christian Luanson, 16, 5 and 5. And you know, he's saving himself for some of the best games that we are still about to see for St. Stephen and Christian Luanson.
Sawang-sawa na yan sa atin. Pangatlong sunod na araw, makikita pa natin bukas, Benji.
Talaga sama-sama tayo for this weekend. And then ang St. Peter and Chiang Kai-shek will meet this coming Monday sa Playtime Phil Oil Center na.
That's gonna be a big game in the positioning sa playoffs.
And then ang Ono High School will battle etong ang Xavier Acro City. So it's a very important game in the second one. So catch us once again for our live streaming coverage of Smart Sports. And of course, for Randolph Leongson, ito naman po si Benji Santiago. Thank you very much. Enjoy your weekend, everyone. And we'll see you at the ball games.